If there's one thing I've learned over 40 years of studying body health and aging alongside this knowledge, it's that our bodies never stop changing, but how we take care of them determines whether those changes are for better or worse. And one of the biggest mistakes I see people making, especially as they age, is not paying attention to their muscles. Have you ever noticed that some people reach their 70s, 80s, or even 90s, still walking steadily, carrying their own bags, and climbing stairs without difficulty, while others, sometimes even younger, struggle to stand up from a chair without support? This doesn't happen by chance. The difference between active, healthy aging and a life marked by weakness and dependence lies in the preservation of muscle mass. And do you know what's even more concerning? Many people are losing muscle right now without even realizing it. Muscle loss, or sarcopenia, is a process that starts earlier than you might think. By the age of 30, we already begin to lose muscle, and if we don't take action, this loss can accelerate significantly as we age. The problem is that most people only realize they are getting weaker when everyday tasks start becoming difficult. Climbing a step requires more effort than before. Carrying a suitcase or a grocery bag feels heavier. Even walking for long periods is no longer as easy as it used to be. And when you finally notice it, it might be too late to regain everything you've lost. But here's the good news. You can prevent muscle loss and even reverse some of what has already disappeared. This doesn't mean spending hours at the gym or following extreme diets. It simply means giving your body what it needs to stay strong. And it all starts with what you put on your plate. If you're not eating properly, your muscles are disappearing faster than they should. What you eat has a direct impact on your strength, endurance, and your body's ability to keep functioning well as the years go by. And this isn't just about older adults. Even people in their 30s, 40s, and 50s might be losing muscle without realizing it, simply because they're not providing their bodies with the right nutrients. And I'm going to tell you exactly what those nutrients are and where to find them. But first, I want you to understand something fundamental. Muscle loss isn't just about appearance or strength. It directly affects your quality of life. When you lose muscle, you lose mobility, balance, and energy. Your joints become overburdened, increasing the risk of pain and injuries. Your posture worsens, which can lead to spinal problems and even breathing difficulties. And worst of all, the fewer muscles you have, the greater your risk of falls and fractures. And everyone knows that a fracture in old age can change your life forever. Now that you understand the importance of keeping your muscles strong, let's talk about the foods that really make a difference. I'm not going to tell you to buy expensive supplements or follow complicated diets. What you need is real food, the kind you can easily find at the market, the kind your grandmother already knew was good for your body. And I'll start by talking about one of the most powerful foods for preserving your strength. Eggs. If there's one food that should be on everyone's plate when it comes to maintaining muscle, it's eggs. They are one of the most complete sources of high-quality protein, containing all the essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscles. And there's more. Egg yolks are packed with choline, a crucial nutrient for communication between nerves and muscles. This means that eating eggs regularly not only strengthens your muscles, but also improves your balance and coordination, reducing the risk of falls. And there's more. Eggs are one of the best natural sources of vitamin D, which helps the body absorb calcium and keeps muscles functioning properly. If you experience frequent cramps or notice that your strength isn't what it used to be, your body might be lacking this vitamin. That's why eating eggs every day can be one of the simplest and most effective habits for preserving your muscles and energy over the years. Another essential food for your diet is salmon. This fish is not only an excellent source of high-quality protein, but also contains omega-3, an essential fat that fights inflammation and protects muscles from accelerated wear and tear. If you want to maintain your strength for longer, you need to take care of your muscles from the inside out, and omega-3 does exactly that. Additionally, it improves blood circulation, ensuring that oxygen and nutrients reach your muscles efficiently. This means less fatigue, more endurance, and a body that responds better to aging. Now, if you want to prevent cramps and muscle fatigue, you need to include bananas in your routine. This is one of the richest foods in potassium, an essential mineral for muscle contraction. Without enough potassium, your muscles can become weak. You may experience leg tremors, and even involuntary spasms. And the best part? Bananas also provide quick and natural energy, making them great for muscle recovery after any physical activity, whether it's a walk or a demanding day at work. Another powerful food that many people overlook is sweet potatoes. If you want to maintain your energy throughout the day and avoid that feeling of weakness or fatigue, sweet potatoes are your best friend. They provide complex carbohydrates that release energy gradually, keeping your muscles fueled and functioning well. In addition, they are rich in vitamin A, which strengthens the immune system and protects muscles from premature aging. They also contain potassium and magnesium, which help prevent cramps and ensure efficient muscle contraction. Now pay close attention to this next food, because it's a true weapon against muscle loss. Almonds. Small but incredibly powerful, almonds are rich in magnesium, which is essential for muscle contraction and relaxation. If you experience muscle pain, frequent cramps, or that feeling of weakness, your body may be asking for more magnesium. Additionally, almonds contain plant-based protein and antioxidants like vitamin E, which reduce inflammation and protect muscles from damage. And if you're still not convinced that your diet might be accelerating muscle loss, think about this. Your body can only maintain strong muscles if it gets the right nutrients. If your diet is lacking in protein, essential minerals, and healthy fats, your muscles have no choice. They start to deteriorate. But at the same time, if you start eating correctly, your body will respond. You'll feel more energy, more strength, and more vitality. So my question for you is, what are you waiting for to make this change? You don't need to wait until you've lost more muscle to take action. Small changes in what you eat today can ensure a future with more independence, mobility, and quality of life. Start now. Add these foods to your daily routine and see how your body responds. And remember, your muscles are the foundation of your health. If you take care of them, they will take care of you. Now that you understand the importance of preserving your muscles and know which foods are essential to keeping them strong, let's dive even deeper into this knowledge. I want you to truly grasp how these foods work in your body and how small changes in your diet can make a huge difference in your strength, mobility, and quality of life. It doesn't matter if you're 30, 50, or 70 years old. The right time to start taking care of your muscles is now. And I say this not just as someone who has studied this topic for decades, but also as someone who has personally experienced the effects of proper nutrition. Have you ever noticed how some people reach their 80s or 90s still active, walking, traveling, and living without limitations, while others, even in their 60s or 70s, already need help getting out of bed or even getting dressed? The difference is often not in genetics, but in daily habits, especially diet and physical activity. I've seen this happen countless times over the years. People who eat well and keep their muscles active have a much higher chance of remaining independent and healthy for much longer. And now I want to explain why this happens. Our body is a complex machine, and like any machine, it needs the right fuel to function well. Muscles are responsible for moving the body, stabilizing joints, protecting bones, and even maintaining a healthy metabolism. The less muscle you have, the harder it becomes to perform everyday activities. What many people don't realize is that muscle loss doesn't happen all at once. It happens gradually, without obvious symptoms at first. You only notice it when you've already lost strength, when things that used to be simple become difficult. And the worst part? By the time you notice it, regaining that strength can become a much bigger challenge. But while muscle loss can happen silently, muscle recovery and strengthening can happen quickly when you provide your body with the right nutrients. And this is where the superfoods I mentioned earlier come in. Eggs, salmon, bananas, almonds, sweet potatoes, and more. Now I want to explain in greater detail how each of them works in your body and how you can make the most of them. Let's start with eggs, which I consider one of the best foods in the world for preserving muscle mass. Why? Because they contain complete protein, meaning all the essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscles. And not only that, eggs also contain choline, which improves communication between nerves and muscles, helping with coordination and balance, two key factors in preventing falls as we age. Additionally, the vitamin D in egg yolks is essential for calcium absorption and for both bone and muscle health. I always recommend that people eat at least 1 or 2 eggs per day, whether for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Forget the old fear that eggs raise cholesterol. It has been proven that for most people, they only bring benefits. Another essential food is salmon, which besides being an excellent source of high-quality protein, contains omega-3, an essential fatty acid that reduces inflammation, improves blood circulation, and protects muscles from premature aging. Many people don't realize that chronic low-grade inflammation, something very common with aging, is one of the main causes of muscle loss. The omega-3 in salmon helps combat this problem, ensuring that your muscles remain strong and functional for longer. If you experience frequent cramps or notice that your strength is decreasing, you might be deficient in potassium, and one of the richest foods in this mineral is bananas. Potassium is essential for muscle contraction and fluid balance in the body. Without it, muscles can become weak, and you may experience tremors or even involuntary spasms. In addition to providing potassium, bananas also offer natural, fast-absorbing carbohydrates that help replenish energy and speed up muscle recovery after any physical exertion. Now, if you want a food that helps sustain your energy throughout the day and prevents that feeling of weakness, sweet potatoes are the right choice. Unlike simple carbohydrates like white bread and refined sugars, sweet potatoes release energy gradually, ensuring that your muscles have enough fuel to function well all day long. Additionally, they are rich in vitamin A, which strengthens the immune system, and contain potassium and magnesium, which help prevent cramps and aid in muscle contraction. Speaking of magnesium, it is one of the most important minerals for maintaining healthy muscles. It helps regulate muscle contraction and relaxation, improves circulation, and prevents muscle pain. One of the best foods for obtaining magnesium is almonds. Small but incredibly powerful, almonds are also rich in plant-based protein and antioxidants like vitamin E, which protect muscles from damage caused by oxidative stress. What I want you to understand is that eating well isn't just about feeling full. It's about giving your body what it truly needs to function at its best. If you want to maintain your muscles, energy, and independence as you age, you need to make nutrition a priority. I've seen many people reach their 70s, 80s, and even 90s active, walking with ease, and living their lives without limitations. And I've also seen many others who, due to neglecting their diet and health, lost their mobility much earlier than they should have. The choice is yours. Do you want to age with strength and vitality, or do you want to become a prisoner of fatigue and physical dependence? It all starts with small daily decisions. So instead of ignoring the importance of nutrition, start paying attention to what you put on your plate. Your future depends on it. And believe me, it's never too late to start.